On Thursday night, Hudson County View saw West New York Mayor Felix Roque and his main opponent in the May 2015 election, Count Wiley, host dueling fundraisers at Las Palmas and Roma Cubana, respectively. At Las Palmas, Roque had the full support of the Hudson County Democratic Organization, with County Executive Tom DeGise, Assemblywoman Angelica Jimenez, Assembly Speaker Vincent Prado, and State Senator / North Bergen Mayor Nick Sacco offering glowing endorsements for the Cuban-born pain relief specialists.
It's been fun over the last year and a half to watch what's going on in West New York. Because let's face it, about a year and a half ago, this was chaos, this was fighting, you were wondering whether or not you were going to be able to bring it all together. What it took was strong leadership. What it took was somebody to take control of the helm of both the governmental process and the political process. And we were all rooting for him, and Colonel Roque was the one to do it. And now we're seeing the fruits of that as a well-oiled machine is going into a re-election mode here.
Getting past what was said in the past and actions, and you know, Mayor Roque has done that, and I am so proud that he is taking this town in the direction that it is going. And you are doing an extremely great job, Mayor. I am very proud of you, and great leader.
And when you know somebody from a child, you know what they're about. It's not somebody that you met down the road. So I know what was inside this person and this mayor is a caring person, a person that has done what he needs to do to put West New York first. And that's what it's all about. It's about West New York, putting people together, being a consensus builder. And he has shown to be a true leader that's how it needs to be. It needs to be about the people. It needs to be about each and every one of you. Now,
he's really one of the most decent people I've ever met in politics. What he says he means. He was able to heal the town of West New York. There were factions all over the place. And he reached out to each one and brought them all together. And now we have a ticket that's powerful, strong, successful, and I would hate to be on the opposite side of it.
Roque, also a colonel in the Army, thanked the 300-something people in attendance for their support before unveiling Memorial High School teacher Susan Colacurcio as the latest member of his re-election ticket.
I need leadership in my administration, and the Board of Commissioners that believe in the strength of this town comes from the people who live and work here. I am thankful for having the support of my commissioners, Frias, Commissioner Cosmo Cirillo, and Commissioner Rodriguez. I'm also delighted to share that Roque Team 2015, we will have an outstanding civic leader and educator, and she's right here next to us. Susan?
Today, I am inspired, I'm enthusiastic. I do believe teaching at Memorial for 40 years has been We had a great study hall, and some of you were in my study hall, some of you were in my classes. We're going to have a great town hall because we're going to have a great town of West New York. We are here as a community. We are here as a team. It's not a me, it's a we. And it's time now for us to come together to serve not only the people, but the underserved populations in a very culturally sensitive environment.
Only Hudson County View reported Colacurcio's addition to the Roque team prior to the event. Various other officials such as Sheriff Ike Shalary, Weehawken Mayor Richard Turner, former West New York Mayor Sal Vega, Harrison Mayor James Fife, and Freeholder Chairman E. Junior Maldonado were just a few of the HCDO staples who also came to show their support for Roque. A few blocks away at Roma Cubana, Wiley hosted a much smaller rendezvous and told Hudson County View he was feeling confident as ever, regardless who decides to back Roque's re-election bid.
Our ticket's doing very well. My donators got to meet my other 4 candidates today. It went over very well. We had a great time. They were very pleased with what they seen here today, and I was very pleased myself. And I'm looking forward to the future here in West New York, for West New York to be freed, that this team, West New York United, my ticket, and we're going to be very successful and victorious coming May 12th.
I'm sure you're well aware that your opponent, Mayor Felix Roque, had a fundraiser tonight just a few blocks away. So was that planned? Was that a coincidence? How did that happen?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I tried to schedule the party in Las Palmas. It was a smaller function, so I guess that they had already scheduled their function. It was no plan, or I really could care less whether the guy has a fundraiser on the same day or another day. That doesn't stop me or this team from moving forward. You know, one thing I can say, John, is that I have the people. You know, you can put the party together, every one of them, and they don't vote here in West New York. The ones that do are the real people here in West New York, the ones that are suffering, the ones that are dealing with this intimidation, retaliation, wrongful terminations, $11 million more in debt than when we came into this administration with this mayor. You know, what else? There's tons of issues here. Tax abatements, lost tax dollars that are not going to be seen for the next number of 20 years. I mean, this is something that the party backed, and I'm very disappointed in them. But again, I've beat the party once before in the previous election, and I feel more confident now than I did in the last election that I have the people's support.
I'm John Heides with the Hudson County View, the eye of the community.